What's going on, good people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiara with the Spiritual Valkyrie with Queens Willet Dreams LLC, and this is another video for your mid-month February messages, spiritual messages. So I decided I was going to do mid-month messages for y'all, and this is going to be the video for the personal year number 2s. If you don't know, if you clicked on the right video and you don't know how to calculate your personal year number, all you have to do is take your birth month, the numbers in your birth month, the numbers in your birthday, and the current year, which is 2025, and add those up together and reduce it down to a single digit number. And that would, you would know between 1 and 9 which video you clicked on. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into it. I just want to start off by saying hi, and how has the month been for you? The energy has been very, very interesting this month. If you haven't checked out, if you haven't checked out the 2025 forecast, yearly forecast, and also if you haven't checked out the February forecast for the month, go ahead and click the links in the description box. I'll link it there, and you can go ahead and let me know what you think. Comment and let me know. Come back and tell me, like, yo, this is exactly what's going on with me right now. And just, you know, keep in mind that these are general messages, so just let me know if any of it resonates with you. So while you're here, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. If you're new, hello. If you're not, welcome back. So let's look at some mid-month messages for the rest of February for my personal year number 2s. And we had a few things come up already. Okay. All right, let's see what's coming up for y'all. Okay. So I do feel that this has been an interesting month, and I say interesting because it has not been the easiest month so far. However, there's some gems here. There's some gems. Okay, so let's see, because I'm really getting that, because you're a personal year 2s, which means you're in a personal month 4. This is your 4th month, and don't forget to check out the monthly forecast for y'all. But I'm getting that there's been some hardship that's been taking place lately. There's been hardship. There's been a lot that's been happening around your stability. And given that 4 is about stability, it's about foundations, it's about action-oriented planning, it's about a lot of different things. And I think for a few of y'all, there's been you're in a space where you're just like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Or that's what I feel for some of y'all. Y'all are like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this. Or relationship wise, there's been some things that's been coming up. There could be separations, there could be people falling back and just kind of being within themselves. And even on the, not to get too political, but there's been like a lot of separation around why people think the way they think and how friendships have ended over this. And like, people are really tired. I'm feeling like you may be really tired and maybe need some rest. It just feels like it's been a little harsh on your value, or you identifying with value in your relationships and in your connections with other people. This year is going to be a lot about your relationships and connections, and like how you support one another, how you show up for one another, and how people show up for you. And you're going to be starting to identify that in a sense of, you know, you want to be a certain light in your world, you know. And it's been feeling a little heavy. Been a little heavy. Okay, so when I pulled my numerology cards, the first card that came up was the Patience card, which was number 2, and I found that very interesting simply because that's kind of the energy overall in general from what I'm picking up so far. The number 2 showed up, then the number 4, which is Perseverance, showed up. Obviously, this is a personal year 2 for you, and you're in a personal year 4. Personal month 4. So the Perseverance card showing up is like it's a card that shows up and it's like you're needing to be reminded that you can get through this, you can persevere through this, you can move through this. And it's, for some of y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all, for some of y'all it is really kind of like y'all are, there's like heartbreak, there's frustration, there's like, I'm ready to make drastic decisions, and you don't need to be making those decisions quite yet. Okay, the energy is not supporting you to make those drastic decisions quite yet. Okay, it is supporting you to kind of go inward and feel the emotions that you need to feel, but also kind of release the things that you're not really needing to have anymore. And there has been some releasing, or has been some consolidating this month. So if you have X'd out some things in your life, if you've been really pushing like, this doesn't fit in my box, then that's the energy for you. Then the number 32, which is music, came out for y'all. Music card. This card is suggesting that music is going to be healing for you. That music is, or sound, and even participating in sound baths, going to different places that host sound baths, or even giving yourself a sound bath. Like, participating in these things can really evoke a lot of healing. The music you're listening to, the vibration and frequency that it is at, will highly impact you. If you listen to sad music, you're going to be sad. If you listen to happy music, you're going to be happy. If you listen to music about degrading people, then you're going to be in that actual frequency that attracts more of that. And people don't realize that's what happens with music too. So, or people do realize it, and that's why they listen to certain songs or certain frequencies and hertz and stuff. So, so the music card is definitely being very, and also, like, your guides can speak through to you through your music. So so if you are an artist, or if you just like music and you listen to it or whatnot, you can ask your guides questions, and they can answer through music, if you didn't know. And speaking of that, if you are interested in connecting with your guides, I am hosting a Connecting with Your Guides workshop this Friday. So you can go ahead and click the link in the description box. It'll take you straight there, and you can just register. And if you can't make it, register anyway so you can get the recording. But yeah, like, your guides can speak through to you through music. That is a normal thing that happens when guys try to connect with you in that sense. So if you're trying to connect with yourself, go ahead and tap into the music right there. Tap in, okay? Now, the last card out of this came out was the nature card. And so this is actually encouraging you to go out in nature. It's encouraging you to be in that space of zen through nature. If you are anywhere like I am, where it's cold and snowy, still taking a breath of fresh air will be very important for you at this moment. Because right now it just feels like y'all are, either there was, and you can tell me or not, like, let me know, there was a congestion of like energy where people in their opinions and things were affecting you in that sense. And now it's encouraging you to move through that, away from that, consolidate that, and kind of move into your space of harmony and peace and inner peace in that sense. The energy of this month in general is requiring you to kind of go within and ask some of those questions anyway about what's going on. So then, ironically, these cards that came out, which are the Unshakable Peace cards, the number 44, 41, and 40 came out. The number 44, 41, and 40 came out. Just so y'all know. I'm just letting you know, okay? The number 44 is come together. We need each other. Where have you been separating yourself or pushing against others and the world? Wow. So look at that. First of all, beautiful card, right? But this is a very interesting card to have, simply because it's always talking about, like, I mean, we're separating ourselves. And if you can't, not to get too political, but like, when you can see it, especially in the climate in the US, people are separating themselves. Like, people are not there. I mean, it's a hard space to be in when you're going through so many different things. You have your own internal life personal life things, and then you have the universal energy, and you have the universal things that are happening in your environment, and it pushes us to move away from things that we feel uncomfortable with. And sometimes being uncomfortable means that there's growth, there's an opportunity to grow there, you know? And so when that card comes out and it's talking about like where have you been separating yourself and or pushing against others and the world, this is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity to persevere. This is an opportunity to move through and like come together with people who may not always like think the same way that you think, but it's an opportunity to learn about that. The number 41 came out, was gratitude is a life force of peace. What are you thankful for? So in this space, it's such a nice, and notice that both of these cards have roses on it, by the way, just so you know. Just so you know, both of those cards have roses. And so maybe roses are important to you. Maybe like, I mean, I know I could think of some things with roses, but like thinking of Valentine's Day just passed, like it is something around like your connection to love or your connection with gratitude and peace and inner peace, and just knowing that these are some things that need to be highlighted in your life at the moment. Like, what are you thankful for? Because it just feels like right now that there's like a bit of pessimism. And not to be like in a negative Nancy in a sense, but it's just kind of like what you focus on is what's going to occur and bring about in your life. So now you just want to start focusing on coming together versus pushing away. You want to focus on being thankful versus being complaining, like to be pessimistic or complaining about things. And then with the number 40 card coming out, it says what is has no bearing on what will be. What does your ideal life look and feel like? So this is an amazing card as well too. But when you look at this card, it's important to recognize that this is telling a story here. It's telling a story of just like how you were pushing away and how you need to come back in. And the thing is I think you were just tired, and so and just kind of like a lot of fuzz and buzz around you, like energy. That's what I feel. It's just kind of like somebody just sitting there like, this is too much. This is too much. So that's what it feels like. However, they're asking you to move forward. They're asking you to step outside of that, the fogginess, the buzz, the mess, and step into step into a higher frequency of being thankful and having that peace and knowing that what is has no bearing on what will be. So just because that happened doesn't mean this is going to happen, or just because this situation didn't work out doesn't mean that you're never going to find another open door of opportunity, you know? So this also just kind of feels like a lot of relationships or connections, and people trying to like move on something very, like they're trying to push something that whatever it is, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But whatever it is, it just kind of feels like you're trying to push something at the moment, and you're in a 4 personal month. So this isn't the time that you're just supposed to be like acting very quickly. It's a time for you to be planning. It's time for you to plant the seeds so you can water them. Now, with that being said, your mindset is the seed that you're planting. So shift that. Start being in a thankful state. Start being in a grateful state, and learn how to like embrace the journey in that sense. It just kind of feels like it was kind of hard for you this month so far, but moving forward now, you can actually shift your mindset, because going into your 5 month, you want to definitely have that space of just like, I want to change, and that's what this is preparing you for. So yeah, I hope this message resonates with you. If you have not checked out the full month forecast, go ahead and click the link in the description box. Let me know. Let me know if this resonates with you. I'm sending my love to you all. And make sure you like, share, subscribe. Let me know if this is what you want to hear as far as like messages, mid-month messages. Let me know what's going on. Also, my personal psychic transformation sessions are available. And you can go ahead and click the link in the description box or visit queenswithlitdreams.com and book you a session today. So I will see you in the next video, and thanks again for watching. Bye.